What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Trio. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
He's so ready to go.
Get him.
This is the energy we're bringing into today.
That's right. What are we doing today, Lee?
Pulse.
Pulse. Why?
Because we very rarely do Pulse.
Oh, that's fair.
And I don't know.
Oh, what are you gonna do with it?
Just make the wubs big and fun.
Oh.
And then I'll singular strike it, because that's like the only way I really like to pulse anyway.
All right, that's fair.
What shield do we shield?
Depends. How crazy you want to get with this?
I 7 out of 12.
7 out of 12.
Does that help you out any?
The warp shield.
Okay. That's the 7 out of 12 shield.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's fair. And then
7 out of 12 is like a 6 out of 10.
So the battery gives me
3.5 out of 5. It's like the nice Chinese, the best Chinese food.
That's fair. This gives me more wubs, but when I singular strike, it's gonna make my singular strike go out at weird angles.
That's true.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's
We're doing it anyway. Going old school, like an old fool who's so not very cool.
Sure we are. We're hip.
We're hip. We're happening. Blast radius and magnitude are both good.
If you think we're hip and happening, you know where all the links are. You know, I don't got to call to action. You guys, right? You know what to do.
Because
right?
they're hip and happening.
You've already done it? You've already hit the buttons? Right? You wouldn't leave us hanging. Right, bros?
And brodettes.
No, anyone can be a bro. Bro is gender neutral.
Oh. Bro.
Exactly. Bro is a state of mind.
Got him.
You want a friend? You want to make a blast boomer? Blast boomer? Yeah, boomer. We're not that old. We're old. We ain't boomer old.
Unless.
We're less boomer and more tumor.
Damn.
How about bigger booms? Because there's 2 of us, Lee.
Ah.
That's all I meant by that.
Don't you do it.
He didn't. He got him. Yes.
Okay. There's just...
What? That's with Pulse, that's actually really good.
It's a little scary still.
It's a little scary, but that's why I asked how spicy you wanted to go with the shield. Your 7 out of 12 saved you from telling me to re-roll you into a shockwave, knowing that I was absolutely still going to say to take this.
That's why after I said 7, I followed it up with of 12, because I also thought shockwave and knew that you were thinking of shockwave.
Yeah, so you had to push the scale to a 12 so that it wasn't quite so scary. Because I'm unhinged today for some reason.
Today?
Yeah, well. Some days more than others.
Charge shot so we can really hit him with the big wubs.
I already know what I want to stream tomorrow, Lee. How often does that happen? That's how unhinged I am.
Wait, unhinged means unusually prepared?
Yeah. In this case. To be fair, isn't that the most unlike me? So
yes, yes, but I still feel like it's perhaps more hinged.
More hinged?
Yeah, you got another hinge on your
door
hinges, of life.
How many hinges you got to put on that door, man?
Well,
what's too many hinges? How hinged could you be before someone says, "All right, that's so hinged, it's unhinged"?
You gotta stop hinging.
You gotta stop hinging, man. It's not good for you. You look like a lunatic.
I should work towards hull strength if I'm gonna be singular striking. I need to get to the juggernauts.
Yeah, true.
Hey, look, juggernauts.
There you go.
The triple tap. Probably wouldn't be bad here. Just going for the biggest and the boomest. Ooh.
So heavy caliber.
Well, it's weapon damage and projectile size.
Yeah, but you're going to singular strike it down to one projectile.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, that doesn't affect my blast radius at all.
No, but it makes it stronger.
But it hurts my rate of fire, so...
I mean, that's true.
It's hard to say whether that makes it better or worse. It makes it. Blast gains 50% of blast radius modifiers as damage. So more blast modifiers also increase the damage, which is nice.
But there's only so many blast modifiers. I feel like damage is gotta make it.
I'll want velocity at some point for when I singular strike. The little dart that I'm shooting out is going to need the extra distance.
That dart don't matter.
It's gonna matter. Plus it gives me weapon damage on top of that.
That's fair.
Oh. I had to blast away the bullets. A phantom strike with this wouldn't be out of line.
Wouldn't be bad.
Let's get the improved thrusters because we're slow and I'm not blinking yet. 9 specialists.
9 specialists could be good.
Then
I think it's a good addition.
Okay. But I could do propulsive munitions.
You could.
I'm gonna do this before before Unhinged James wins.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with propulsive munitions on this one.
The propulsive part.
Yeah, but the munitions part. Big numbers go burr. Isn't that the rule?
Big numbers may go burr, but my face go splat.
Yeah, into their face, which also goes splat. I was gonna say it's a win-win, but that makes it sound horrible. Hey, look, singular strike.
All right. So this is going to give me weapon damage, projectile size, and total blast radius. So it does help my blast, but it's also going to concentrate all those little sparks into one
mega spark.
Two, because I'm a battery.
Hold on. That's a doubler strike.
Doubler strike.
Yes, you heard me.
Watch out, everybody. I'm about to unleash my doubler strike.
He lived. You can take the first key.
Don't you dare call it that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Revelation.
Now, don't you dare call it that either.
That's what it's called. You didn't rename that one.
Well, it's because it's still the betas.
Oh, yeah.
I need to find actual mines so that I can, load up these mines with stuff.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Rupture.
Rupture's not bad.
That's fine. Concentrated blast will make my blast stronger but weaker.
Stronger but smaller, which is weaker.
But it's...
Because the blast radius does...
But it said like 50%. So would it gain 35% damage but then lose only 15?
17.5.
And then antimatter is projectiles, weapon projectile size, velocity. The base damage would count towards my blast stuff. It doesn't give me any extra blast radius.
Yeah.
The antimatter rounds, but would the wub destroy bullets? It wouldn't because it's not a projectile. Only the main projectiles would break bullets.
But the wub already destroys bullets, doesn't it?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. It's like rupture if you want to be safe. If you want to be safe while still being offensive, you can take the adaptive armor to be super safe.
I think rupture's fine. Rupture'll do.
I think once you get your mines up and running, I think concentrating the blast wouldn't be as bad. but I think you hurt your radius for effectively not as good of a damage boost as you could. Right? Normally it's just like it's a trade of...
Well, it mostly my consideration was as a prerequisite to antimatter rounds.
Well, yes. Which in that case, probably worth it anyway. Because it also does make the damage go up even if the projectile doesn't antimatter that helpful to you.
Yes.
Absorption's good. You can work towards Blink with Deadly Wake.
I think I like blinking.
Force Armor also good. Yeah, blinking is good. It keeps your eyeballs moist.
And it's got an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. Ah, dang it.
Oh, boy.
Ah, flibbin'. It's fine. It's back. Guess who's back?
Back again. Tell your friends. Please tell your friends. You can like hit the share button.
Please, I beg you. Tell
Let
your
people
friends.
know. We're getting up there in subs. I'd like to see it bigger.
Boop. There's the blink. Hard to say no to blink. Snipe is also there too, but it's blink.
We're up past the 19K line. I'd love to see us hit 20K.
I'd love to see us hit 100.
Well, yes.
Oh, it's a boost!
Man, with 100K, I might be able to actually be full-time on this with you.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be lovely?
It would.
Ow.
Give me an extra 8 hours a day to do either more streaming or working on social media stuffs.
Look at you sounding like a professional.
Yeah.
She's like, I would be under those circumstances.
That is the
holy moly, free holy.
That is the hope. But it's going to take us a while to get there. With where we're at now, Lee is barely able to do this full time. This is why he's the one streams most of the time without me. I try to help where I can, and then I do the Mondays when I can.
We're all doing our best.
Yeah. But,
I could just grab the Force Armor. That's fine without wasting a reroll.
We'd have to be more than double where we're at, nearly triple, for me to be able to comfortably do it myself as well.
And that's assuming that all of our other points of revenue
also
increase at
the same rate. Correct.
Twitch and Patreon, link in descriptions, etc.
So, apologize if none of you cared about the behind the curtain stuff, but just so you're ever curious, Barrage is not really a thing you're going to want to do because you're charging.
Well, but it's just more base projectiles, and if I'm charging, and like if I'm just going for the wubbity wubbubs.
I mean, that's true.
And I do know I want this just so I can hit him with the triple.
Yes, that is very true.
Oh baby, a triple. Does mean that I gotta wait a little longer between charges.
Yes. But that's theoretically what the mines are going to be for, is to help him with that. You just got to get them loaded.
So this is minus 20% blast radius and damage, but it would potentially unlock the barrage, which would increase my bullet damage again, but it's not my blast damage, so it's...
I don't think you need it. I don't think you need to go down that...
It keeps showing me propulsive munitions, and I'm like, come on, game.
You could take it. Ooh, there's Obsession.
There's my loaded mines.
Oh, yeah.
They're very localized.
Entirely within your kitchen.
Can I see it?
No. The construction's fine. I don't think you need it. Regeneration's fine if you're not planning on going for some other kind of recovery. Could also burn a reroll if you're looking for more anger.
This is fine.
This is fine as the world burns. As the World Burns. Sounds like a real modern soap opera.
Well, it is certainly a spin-off of one.
Yes. That's the joke.
Mastery does give me a little bit of rate of fire, a little bit of everything. Yeah. Candescence opens up the door to do burnout reactors for my mines, which I think I like.
Yep.
And
potentially Dying Star.
Dying Star exists. If we get Purge, we can go with Deflag.
Yep.
Because we got Rupture already. So we can go that route.
And as far as I'm aware, no one in my family was an As the World Turns watcher.
No one in my family was a soap opera watcher, as far as I'm aware.
My mother and grandmother both were. For my mother, it was Guiding Light. And for...
Outrage Module would want me to get rid of the shield, which we have not invested in. And if I get rid of the shield and then find Phantom Strike,
then I can module. That's a thing you could do.
I could really do some shenanigans. And then if I get antimatter round and do a little bit of self-injury, I could potentially
plus then you can go Absorption with Rancor.
3 evolutionary niches is also interesting because that potentially gives me more projectiles and weapon damage and projectile size and et cetera, and so on and so on. But let's do it. What the heck?
Man, Guiding Light was my mother's, and then Days of Our Lives was my mom's.
And then As the World Turns.
As the World Turns existed.
ER.
I don't know if I count ER as a soap opera.
Maybe not. No, it was General Hospital.
General Hospital was the soap opera.
That's the one. I knew there was a hospital-y one.
I'm at a church.
Done.
Good job.
Oh, jeez, I was gonna hit all of those guys, and then they just died.
Yeah. Just kind of lived there, huh?
So if I'm getting rid of my shield, then I need to get regen. Yep. Purge is for
regen, in fact,
other things. All right, just hold on to this charge for a minute. Wait for something fun to come around.
I feel like soap operas were strong because of the need for daytime television, but nowadays with like streaming services and just you basically have access to all TV at all times.
Yeah.
That people no longer watch soap operas because you could watch something better.
Damn.
Sorry, soap operas. I'm sure some of you were great.
Got them.
But many soap operas ran for like 60 seasons and kept changing out actors for characters because people would quit or die in some cases. And so they would just keep going. And it's like, how do you... Like, any good modern show, if you think about it, it's like... Most shows, if they go more than a few seasons, start to lose the plot a bit.
I mean, The Simpsons has been going on for...
Yeah, but The Simpsons is episodic, right? So, like, they've got their core characters and everything, but there's no overarching plot.
Most of the time.
They could do little mini ones, and they have things like the Treehouse of Horrors are kind of, like, all connected. Ooh, explosive growth.
All right. Well, we're prepared to get something.
Yeah, you're prepared to get Obsession. And then you have 3 keys again.
Why? I'm doing a pulse build, James.
Yeah, you just pulse once, kill every boss, and you're good.
And when they don't die to that initial pulse?
Well, then you got a problem. Well, that sounds like a problem for Future Link. But yeah, I feel like any show that goes 60 seasons is like, do you have any idea how the start of this show even went anymore? How many evil twins and boosts And,
how many boosts?
How many boosts? How many evil twins and caught pneumonia and died? What can you do before?
All right, well, there went half his life.
Yeah, see? I guess it's 2 bleak. Now, all right, so I guess you need 3 pulses.
Got him. Get a mine. Thank you, mine. Okay.
You could go so chungus.
If I can go so.
Yeah, that would be a
Angry.
little spicy. It's like adrenal module's just solid. It's just more damage.
It's true.
Doesn't help you towards any of the other things you're still working towards, but it's...
Siege weaponry can get scary.
Yes.
But it can also get fun.
It could.
Roll. Self-destruction I need for burnout reactors. And burnout reactors is just more mines, more better.
Yep.
So I think taking that's fine. Just keep on bipping the snake.
It's a family channel.
I don't get it.
Honestly, bipping the snake sounds like maybe like a mafia name. Hey, I'm bipping the snake, and I'm Jimmy Treefist.
I'm bipping the fist and Johnny Three Snake. That sounds less good for some reason.
Yeah, it does.
Can't. Oh, got him. Can't put my finger on it.
If you're gonna go with 3 snake, it's got to be something like 3 Snakes McGillicuddy. You want to go super fast and have no control of yourself?
Well, boy, do I.
Well, have I got an option for you? It's to the right of the one you clicked. It's one.
I'm looking at snipe.
Oh, you can look at snipe if you want.
And then
Incendiary Strike's actually pretty good. And you did get Candescence.
This lets my little pokey pokes be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Better charge. Dodge.
Boost!
How far does this one get? I asked before. Wait.
Top 10, baby.
120 Snake Man. I will say your provisions of saying top 10 baby usually mean it's not top 10 baby. It's you have a dry streak of top 10 babying.
Are we gonna have to do a top 10 babies list?
Rancor is good.
Rancor is good.
But that means that I would really need to get some other sauce going.
It's true.
Bravado is also good.
And Bravado's not bad.
And it's theoretically rare.
There's Retribution right there, which has no downsides.
It has only upsides, actually. But...
That is what no downsides means.
Well, no downsides doesn't necessarily mean upsides.
Well,
it can be neutral.
True. It could be a net neutral. Another boost! Going into the boss, that's great. Get him.
As long as the boss shows up before the boost wears out. Eh. Nah, he didn't mind that much.
Yeah.
This could be a tough fight, I think.
I think so.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a real tough fight, isn't it?
Yeah. In it.
In it. Oh boy! Ah! Hello, darkness, my old friend. Now this was strategy. Didn't want to get him too low too quick.
Yeah. That makes sense.
See, because look how quickly that fades out.
In comparison, yeah. I also say it's fun to me how much that screen zooms out for that attack.
Oh yeah, you gotta give me time.
He looks so tiny when these screens all zoom down like that.
All right, we're in phase 2 Snake Town. I'm mostly concentrating on hitting it with blast stuff, but my pokey bullets are not insignificant. And there we go. Easy fight.
Yeah, first try. Of course it's first try. The video wouldn't be here if it wasn't first try.
I mean, it might be here if it wasn't first try, but it was actually first try.
Yeah. All sorts of boosts and things.
Boosts and things. Oh, hey, warp strike.
I don't think that would help you very much.
I don't think it would either.
Efficiency's not bad. There's your burnout reactors.
There's my burnout reactors. So,
that's probably just fine.
Yeah, it's just the construct assembly speed. None of this other stuff matters. But it's just more mines, more better.
Yeah. So the construct rate of fire goes up too, but that shouldn't make a difference.
I know rate of fire increases the amount of projectiles a mine comes out with, but I don't know if construct rate of fire affects that. Well, there's the retribution again.
Yep.
That's fine. There we go. Ow. I got caught on like the corner of the burn trail. Okay. Oh, hello, Punchy. Fancy meeting you here.
It is pretty fancy. Look at him. Got him.
Yeah, look at him.
Looking.
Corrosion gives me a little bit of burn, but I think I more want purge and ignite. I don't think I want purification just because the minus 20% weapon damage. I feel like I'm pretty weapon damagey.
Yeah, you're very weapon damagey.
Stabilization to get power reserves
will be huge, yeah.
I think will be big because then I can get Rancor without feeling bad about it. Will we find Phantom Strike, do you think?
Yes, definitely. 100%.
100%?
Yep.
Is that like a top 10 baby guarantee?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay. It's smooth sailing from here. Ow.
Didn't look like that smooth.
Didn't look that saily. Well, there's power reserves.
Yeah. There's also magnetism.
There's also hidden power.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, that already feels so nice.
Yeah.
Ouch, ouch. Man, imagine all the stuff that would have happened if I had Phantom Strike just then. go. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a lot of fire.
And you avoided all of it. Like a professional.
I think I'm amateur professional at best.
What? No. You get paid to do this. That makes you a professional. That's how it works.
But I'm not a professional. I don't know if I've ever fashioned in my life.
Definition of professional.
I definitely don't need Vital Bond with what I'm doing today. I can get Rancor now. Kind of want the old Bernie bullets, but they haven't been showing up. Oh, hello. Oh, where'd all your eyeballs go? I'm so cocksure with my head full of eyeballs.
I understood that reference. I will say, now that you've opened my eyes to the possibility of a word "fessional," I'm now really, really upset. Because theoretically, the opposite of professional would be confessional. And they're not. They're not opposites. And now I'm upset at the English language again.
What else is new?
Exactly!
I could take Adrenal, but I have 7 rerolls, and I still kind of want to look for both Ignite or maybe we start working towards Antimatter again, or, you know, Phantom Strike. Or we can get 6 Hypermetabolisms.
I don't recommend that one.
Do I get the Concentrated to work towards Antimatter?
If you want the Antimatter, you have to take it.
It's just 20 base damage. It's fine. You know what? I'm going to say no.
Okay, I like it. Could work towards Spooky Slice.
I could work towards Spooky Slice. Got Last Stand there. Adrenal Module keeps popping up.
You can take Slipstreams. Oh, there you go. All the double taps.
I would never charge again.
But when you fired, it would just boom.
But James,
yeah.
Why would you do this to me?
You don't have to.
Not gonna.
I don't think. If only you had Challenger or Obsession.
If I did it right now, pulled it off,
it would be very, 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 very cool. And prove to us that you could definitely do it with one more Challenger in there.
Can I do it?
And if you can't do it, that's the end of the video. Right? Like...
Look, so we haven't tried it in a while.
You think this is the one to do it?
No.
Oh, boy. You got a freebie with a comet in there.
Oh, at least one of them died.
Holy woo.
I'm dead. I needed more freebies with that comet.
Yeah. As it turns out.
Punchy's still in there too. I just blew off his fingers.
Yep. You got one of them.
I did get the beetle.
Man. That's rough, buddy.
Turns out Challenger's hard.
Turns out when you take all of them Challengers all at once. Oh! There's Glaucus down. Oh, and Punchy. Look at you. You got half of them.
If we wait here long enough, eventually, before the heat death of the universe, the comets would clean up after me.
That's true.
I would argue that I did not get those previous 2, though. Oh,
he clipped one.
He did clip it.
He clips it.
Well,
dang.
Sometimes you fly too close to the sun, and sometimes you just.
I want to know what build can do this.
I knew it wasn't Pulse, so I don't know why I tried.
Because you thought that there was a chance.
James's manic energy got to me.
And you didn't want to let my top 10 baby have any chance of being true.
You know what? Maybe it's all me. It's just.
Although if you had done that successfully, I would have absolutely been like, you will not convince me this ain't top 10. And after doing the 6 challengers.
Just waiting for one more comment to come by, just to say.
I don't think it's going to happen. And even if it does, the Seraphs are going to dodge out of the way.
But look, there's a medic ball right there. It should find my corpse and heal me.
Yeah, give a res. I will say, interesting bit of tech that I don't think I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't send out babies if you ain't there. She only sends her kids out to murder you. If you're gone, kids stay home.
Oh, yeah.
Not a single minion spawned by this one. And I mean, I suppose those two aren't bringing out their little zappy minion either.
Yeah.
Although they're not really phase shifting. No, they're phase shifting.
Yeah,
a little.
They're still doing their thing.
So.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It's taking too long for this comment, so
that's fair.
I think we'll just end it there.
Yeah.
But we took out half of them. And
You
by
did.
we, I mean mostly the environment.
Well, you helped lower them low enough so that the environment could finish them.
Every time that warps, there's 2 warnings for some reason, but...
That's how big she is.
Yeah.
Yo, mama's so fast she needs 2 warnings to show up.
Damn, that's messed up.
That is, I'm sorry, it's quite rude. Your mama's probably lovely.
Oh, ate the whole thing.
He ate the whole comment.
All right. Well, I guess we're just going to end on that disappointment. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I guess with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.